The 23. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
Oh, nice move. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that
throw. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
play action. It's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man. Covered.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
Gets around him, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going.
Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jarvis Landry from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On 2nd and 1, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Watson now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And
he's got a man complete past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lawrence will throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick here is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Sly set to boot it. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
112 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Working with a 2nd and 3. Another tote for Etienne.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Etienne is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
They run the toss now to Etienne.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson.
This one left side caught by Collins.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Watson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the rumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the flow. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're starting to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs.
and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Right back to Sanders on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Sanders. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Lawrence on first down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence.
Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
Here's Lawrence.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Second and 11 now.
Another run here with Sanders. Sanders, a first down, still going. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's a second down run with Sanders. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Another run with Sanders, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football